Oh, hello and welcome back to Shit of the Week. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Lewis Buchan's recent response to the allegations. But for those of you that don't know what's actually gone on with Lewis Buchan, I did make a video on this, but I'll just briefly say what's happened. So Lewis Buchan was accused of talking and grooming a underage girl from the age of 15 to when she was 16. He was 19 at the time. Obviously, being a YouTuber that calls out these sorts of things all the time, when he used to do his videos on pool breach, people looked down upon him for doing this. It just doesn't look good for him. Also, his friends came out with statements saying that they didn't want to work with him anymore. So it was just all pretty bad news for Lewis Buchan. But if you want to know it in more detail, you can go watch my other video. It's linked here. Just go have a look here if you want to know more. So it's taken him over a month to come out with his actual statement, which is fine. I know you have to take time to make these sort of things and make your wording right and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a bit long. People on my video were even still commenting like up until like maybe 2 days ago, saying that it's taken so long to come out with an apology or anything to speak about the situation. So you must be guilty. Like, you just look guilty because you've taken so long. But I understand why you need to take the time to do that thing.
These were messages of me making deeply inappropriate flirtatious messages when I was 19 years old and the girl in question was 16 years old. Due to the 3-year age gap and given that it was legal, I thought this sort of behaviour was okay as a 19-year-old teenager. Although the age of consent in the UK is 16, I should have known better to interact with someone that was 3 years younger than me.
Now, in Lewis Buchan's statement, he thought that it was okay to message this girl given that it was legal as she was 16 and he was 19. Now, yes, it is legal in the UK to talk to a 16-year-old when you're of that age. But yeah, it is weird. You probably shouldn't be talking to 16-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? They're still in school. Now, people were saying that he was talking to her when she was 15 years old, which, yes, he was, which is wrong. But he states that he was only talking to her a month before she turned 16, which is still wrong. You shouldn't be talking to her in the first place. 15, 16, just stay away from it. It's not a good look, especially if you're an upcoming YouTuber, all right? Not a good one. Just for anybody alone, it's just weird. It's just a bit noncy.
Although at the time I thought it wasn't, it's now something I look back and see as heavily inappropriate. Never at any point was I aware that I was making him uncomfortable, but I can now understand that she might have not known how to express that at the time. There's been allegations that I did or intend to groom this person. Grooming is when a person builds a relationship with a child, a young person or an adult who's at risk so they can abuse them and manipulate them into doing things. The abuse is usually sexual or financial, but it can also include other illegal acts. I did not manipulate or abuse this person into doing anything. I did not groom this person. These were just inappropriate messages between a 19-year-old and a 16-year-old, and nothing ever came out of this. I never met this person. I never had a relationship with this person. This was just a friendship that would sometimes turn inappropriate, and I am fully responsible for that. And I am so sorry that this ever happened.
He also states that he didn't groom the girl, which can be taken one or two ways. One, he could have just been doing it by accident, being an idiot, being 19 and being stupid. Or two, he could just be completely lying and was grooming her. There's no other way about it. You know what I mean? You fucked up. You're admitting that you fucked up, right? Just say sorry. That's all you got to do. Which he does. He does apologize, which is fair play. I will say this about the whole statement. It is well put together. He's worded it correctly. But people still aren't going to accept this as an apology. They're not gonna. There'll be a handful of people that do, of course. Like, a lot of people will still probably watch your stuff. Me personally, I won't be watching your stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not the case of, I was really awkward as a kid. I didn't know what to say to girls. It's the fact that you're talking to a 16-year-old girl and you're 19 years old. Yes, you should know better. But also, yes, you was too stupid. This is on you. I don't think, personally, he is a groomer intentionally. I think that he's just stupid. But, you know, we all make mistakes. And this one's just backfired on him. He claims to have never met the girl as well in question, which I don't think was something that people were saying anyway. But at least he's mentioned that. So we know that he hasn't actually gone out of his way to meet this girl. But at the same time, you shouldn't have been speaking to her in the first place. This just conversation shouldn't be happening. Do you know what I mean? You can't just be friends with kids. It's not right. I'd stay clear of kids. He obviously says that she doesn't know who he is. He says this in his statement. So she doesn't know who he is prior to talking to him. But he also says that he doesn't have a big following at this point. he still had 10,000 subscribers at this point, right? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see that as a very small following. I'm only at 1,000. That's a small following. 10,000 people probably start knowing who you are. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe not everybody, but a good majority of people will know. She's not going to be stupid. She's not going to not look you up. She is going to know who you are. So there is still a power imbalance here, which I don't think you understand. Now, he brings up the fact that he was speaking to her 24 hours before any of these allegations came out as well, which is weird. When I first saw that, I was like, oh, holy fuck, that's a big thing, right? That's a big thing. But then when I went on Twitter, I see that she had tweeted a load of tweets, by the way. There's loads. I'll just throw them all up here. You can pause the video if you want and read all of these, but I'm not going to read them all out. I'm just going to read one in particular to you. She tweeted, we were in contact 24 hours before. No, I messaged you for the first time in 2 years because I found out my younger cousin was in your Discord and possibly interacting with you, and I wanted to know why, considering you were so weird with me when I was a child. So he doesn't mention the fact that they were only speaking at that moment in time for like the first time in 2 years. The way he words it is as if they have been talking this whole time, like this whole period of time, but they haven't for 2 years, she claimed. Okay, and she's shown a video here as well, which I'll throw here, but she's shown a video of the conversation here, so that's pretty much guaranteed proof right there. Of course, you could talk to people on other social medias. There is that, which we don't see. We can't see anything else, but taking it at face value right here, what we can see, she seems to be telling the truth. But at the same time, I don't think that he intentionally meant to groom this girl when he was that age. I think he was just a desperate teenage boy. And now this has all come to light because obviously he's got some sort of fame and clout behind him. It's going to happen, mate. It's going to happen. You shouldn't have done it. Just take it on the chin. Hopefully move on from the situation and do what you can. He also mentions another girl that threw claims at him as well, but he kind of killed this one off.
Another person released this statement that I'd like to address. I've been avoiding talking publicly about the Lewis Buchan discourse as I was shocked someone was so kind to me could have been so predatory to the people I knew. But after some reflection, I've realised that even his kindness towards me isn't as innocent as I thought. I followed Lewis when he had little to no subscribers, would regularly interact with his content and was a fan of his work. In 2019-20, not sure the exact year, I was added into a group chat where Lewis would handpick girls who were fans to be added into a Twitter group chat. He would regularly be active on chat as well as DMing girls privately. I was one of them. I don't remember receiving any concerning messages, but I do remember Lewis regularly sending me money to buy things for myself. This has been worded in a way that I was some weird sugar daddy, which I just wasn't. Catherine tweeted saying that she wanted this palette that she couldn't afford, so I just sent her the money so she could buy it, and she was really appreciative, and that warmed my heart. It was a way for me to say thank you to her for supporting the videos over the years. Catherine states that I used to regularly send her money, so I went on my PayPal statements from the last 5 years, and from all the money that I used to regularly send her, I could only find one. Knowing that I've done this on 2 or 3 occasions for my viewers, I thought that this could have been maybe 2 or 3 times. Even if there's another one that PayPal can't find, there was nothing regular about this. YouTubers doing giveaways or buying viewers items from their wish lists is not something that's uncommon. Catherine, if you're watching, I literally just want to say thank you for supporting me by giving something back.
Now, she had said that he was giving her money constantly, just all the time, but obviously, as you can see how he's shown here, he's only given her money one time, and it was to buy a palette. Now, me personally, I just think this person here was just trying to jump on the trend of bashing him just because it was ongoing. Do you know what I mean? Some people do that. It sucks because then it makes the original person look like they're also lying. We need people to stop doing that shit. Cancel culture is very cancerous. Shouldn't do it. The only people that really need cancelled are like massive pedophiles and dodgy cunts. You know what I mean? Stop trying to pretend that you're also part of that, because you then ruin what's actually happening here. In my personal opinion, I think Lewis Buchan's been dealt a pretty shitty card here, but he's done it to himself. But it's happened now. You've got to deal with it. You got to move on and try and deal with it, okay? Try and pick up the pieces from where you left off. Do what you can. Save your career if you really want to keep doing YouTube stuff, and just don't ever do that shit again. You know, some people are going to accept your apology, some aren't. Take it on the chin, move on. Anyways, that's about it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe. welcome to all the new subs again. We're still fucking pushing it. We're at like nearly 1.2k now, which is insane. Big announcement as well. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been wearing this t-shirt. This was my t-shirt, my first ever merch I've ever made. They will be releasing soon in very limited quantity. Let me know if you guys are interested in buying them. This is the back here. I'll show a little video as well on screen. They're pretty cool. They're gonna be about £20 a t-shirt when I do release them. And yeah, pretty cool. I enjoy them. I like them. I think they're sick. Anyways, hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. A new video next week. And yeah, take it easy. And don't talk to underage girls. It's weird. Stop doing it. Can everybody just stop doing that shit? Please. Fuck me.